What's going on? Rohan Dhawan here, and in this video, what I want to do is do a complete breakdown of a one-on-one training that I had with one of the growth consultants here at Uability, where I'm breaking down a role play that I did with this particular person. Right now, the objective of this role play is to do proper pain extraction. Now, one of the biggest reasons for not being able to convert high ticket sales when you are selling to Indian clients or even international clients is that most people do not understand what the real pain of the prospect is, and then they end up focusing on the wrong kind of problem, and as a result the pitch doesn't close. Right now, imagine this: you go to a doctor, right, and you tell him that I'm facing a headache kind of like issue, or I don't know, I have fever, and then they start giving you medicines for stomach ache. Of course it would not resonate and the patient would not be satisfied. In a similar scenario, the same thing happens when you're doing a sales call, right? So check out this role play that I do if you want to convert more high ticket deals for your own business, or you can actually watch this video to train your sales team if you have one. Now, if you enjoy videos like such, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It'll support the algorithm, and hopefully, more and more people just like yourself will be able to benefit from videos like this. All right, Rohan Dhawan here, and let's get straight into the video. Awesome, man. So, that being said, according to you, what would you say is the biggest challenge in your business? By the way, I'm going to play this video at a little bit faster speed. So if you're watching at 2x, I would probably reduce that to 1x, right? Something that isn't really working at the level that you think it could be or should be.
Hmm. Rohan, before I get to that, let me just give you a little idea about myself, right? Let me introduce myself first. So basically, Rohan,
So one thing you would notice is that in this case, I asked this person the exact pain, slash challenge or problem that they are facing, but Atul kind of like diverted from that and he did that deliberately, right? He, just went ahead and, just started talking about himself, his business, and he's basically about to go into a story. And a lot of times this happens when you kind of like talking to prospects as well, right? You ask them a straightforward question, but since they are not able to think in a very straightforward fashion, they will probably go around in multiple directions, and that's exactly what others will do. And what I want you to observe carefully is how I bring the attention of others back into the problem, right?
I'm a life coach, right? And I've been running this business for almost around 5, 6 years. So to be honest, I really don't have any challenge per se, right? But I just want to scale up, and I'm not getting much time for it.
Got it, man. So Atul right now mentioned that we can't get enough time for it. And you can see, one important thing or tip that I can give to anybody watching this video is note taking, especially when you're doing sales calls, is super crucial. Okay. You will see that I'm literally taking notes of this exact problem that others is working, which in this case, I think the challenge that he told us was not very easy. Right? Let's listen to this more. So when you say scale up, can you tell me more about what you mean by that?
It means, more revenue, right? More clients and all these things. But I don't have enough time to take in more clients right now. So maybe that.
Got it. So like when you say scale up, what I'm trying to really ask is what's like the goal that you've specifically set for yourself, perhaps in the next 6 months or 12 months? And how do you specifically define scaling up?
Hmm. So my goal for the next 12 months is like around 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs a month, is that correct? Now you will notice that I kind of like went into understanding, the goals straight away from here. Now, some salespeople would kind of like, shy away from doing this because they want to stick to the script, right? From their mentors, like they're still following that Dan Locke or Sam Altman script, where it is important for them to like first understand their current situation and then, go into pitching their desired situation. But over here, Atul specifically told me that he wants to scale up and he brought that point early on in the conversation. Therefore, it's a good opening for me to understand, you know, like to understand more about his goals, right? So this is something I can do. And that's why I kind of like asked him this question. So when you say scale up, what do you mean by that? What is your goal? So one critical thing that you can do is, since you're taking these notes, right? Whatever the prospect is saying to you, you can kind of like repeat that same exact last word and ask them the same thing again, right? So that's a good trick.
Yep.
And where are we currently at in our business?
Right now, I'm at around 4 lakhs.
Got it. So, in addition to time that you mentioned before, anything else perhaps stopping you from being able to achieve this target of 10 lakh? So, very, very awesome technique that I said, right? So, you know, time, honestly, in my opinion, when Apple told me that time is this problem, I don't honestly believe that people have a time issue. It's just that they're not putting priority on the things that require their attention. Now, knowing this, is, of course, you need to be doing sales calls for like, years before you know this. It comes from tenure, but like, for those who've been watching this, you can kind of like understand. That's why I kind of like understood that time could be a bottleneck, but it's not such a big bottleneck, right? So what I did is, I asked about them about his goal. I asked Atul about his goals, which was what, 10 months. And then what I did is I basically understood where he's currently at. I forgot where he said, but he was, of course, not close to where he wants to be. And then what I did is I basically asked him, problem stopping him from achieving that goal, right? And the way I did this, right, rather than like a big mistake that a lot of people make is that they would just like ask like, hey, what's like, because I remember in like one of the Sam of the script, it's written that also you're currently here and you want to go here. So what's stopping you from achieving that goal on your own? And usually in these moments, the prospect is like, dude, I just told you my problem is time, right? So Atul would have told me, I just told you, Rohan, my problem is time. And when that happens, you kind of like use your brain. So what I did is I asked Atul that in addition to time, anything else holding you back? This is like a good technique that you can use, right? Now I can get into the deep problem. Like a month?
I believe time is the only thing.
Got it. So time is the biggest bottleneck. Got it. So when it comes to time, man, can you elaborate right now? Now, usually people would tell me like, yeah, marketing is an issue or whatever. But Other knows what I'm doing, so he wouldn't budge in so easy, right? So he told me that, no, this time is my only problem. So now what I need to do, now a lot of people, what they will do is like, they'd be like, okay, time is this problem, maybe this is not a priority for them right now, so I should probably then give up on the call. But this is where a lot of salespeople lose, right? Now, watch what I did. I continue to throw on the fact of time, right? I just don't end my conquest right there. I'm still going to go deeper. Now, watch this. Now, where exactly or where specifically is your time going, or which direction is it going, because of which you're not able to actually spend a lot of time in growing your business?
Bro, as I mentioned, right, I'm a life coach, so I need to devote some time to all of these clients of mine, right? So I give them one-on-one sessions. So that's where most of my time is going into, like talking to those people, managing my team, and all these things. So yeah.
Got it. Is it fair to say that most of your time is going into client fulfillment?
Mm, yeah, you can say that, right? I also do, like a lot of these sales calls and all. So yeah, and client acquisition as well.
Okay, walk me through your average day, right? So, like, for example, what time do you start work?
I start working at around 9. Yeah, 9 a.m. in the morning. I have my team meet, right? So after getting done with it, I go on a sales call. Like at least 1, 2 sales call, right? Then I have like 3 hours continuously. I need to work with my clients.
Wait, so 10 a.m. time you start sales calls? You said 1 to 2 sales calls. So like I'm assuming you're doing sales calls till around about 12 p.m. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
Got it. And after 12 p.m., you said 3 hours you're doing client fulfillment. So 3 to 3 p.m. or let's say 4 p.m.
Mhm.
basically you're doing client fulfillment. Correct?
Right.
And what are you doing after that?
After 4 p.m., I go on another 2 sales calls, right? Then I have to get on a call with my, like my team and see what's up, what did they do all day, and yeah, pretty much it. Then I do my personal stuff.
Got it. So it seems like the two things that are clogging up most of your time are number one, that you are on sales calls all day. Well, I can see that you're taking 4 sales calls, and then the other thing taking away majority of your time is 3 hours of client fulfillment work. Am I correct?
Right.
Got it. Makes sense, man. So you also said that you have like these team members, in your organization where you are doing meeting first at 9 a.m. and then you're doing a meeting even after 7 p.m. after such a tiring day of work, man. Like honestly, I would be so burned out to do a meeting after such a hectic schedule. So like, what all are these team members doing specifically then?
I have a tech team, right, and a marketing team as well, right.
Got it. And the tech team does what?
Uh, yeah, they just handle my websites and check out the. So tech team, right? They're more into doing the website, checking out like where exactly are my leads coming from and all these.
Okay, so you got a team for marketing. Other thing I see that, I want to get him. Because you can see, like, what I did is, he kept on saying that my problem is time. And I just told you right now that time is never your biggest problem, right? So I just asked him, what does your day look like? Where is his time going? And then we clearly identified that his time is going into client fulfillment because he's doing all these one-on-one sessions, and then his time is going into sales orders, right? So basically, and then he also mentioned that he has employees. So a valid question is, well, if you have employees, what are they doing? And why don't you have time, right? Why aren't they doing the work for you, right? So that is there. So basically, from this, like 3 things we can like identify, right? So his bottlenecks in this particular case is not time. That's why, like, don't settle for that. That'd be like a big mistake. Go deeper and understand what really it is. Now, in this case, you have understood that client fulfillment is a big problem because other doesn't have like a streamlined format, a leverage format to actually fulfill his clients. That's why he has to go on the one-on-one calls. He doesn't have the process to actually get in the right team members and manage them who could take care of, these clients on behalf of him. And then he doesn't know how to actually delegate sales calls or build a team around that. So these are some common issues that we have been able to identify so far. Right? So don't settle for just what the prospect is saying. My problem is this. Go deeper, understand it. I think you got a team for tech. I'm
Yeah.
just really curious to know why don't you have a team for client fulfillment and sales as well?
Because I'm the भैया मुझे पता है क्या लगता है I'm aware.
So like yeah, I got right. Like I just asked him like, why don't you have a team for that? And then he would probably be like, maybe I don't know how to build it. Right. So this is how you get to that, in my opinion. All right. So this was done. This is like close by number one, right? Now let's try to do another one. Biggest challenge right now in your business, or what's basically not working at the level that you know could be or should be?
Got it. So Rohan, right now I feel like marketing is my biggest challenge.
Got it. Makes sense, man. So when you say marketing is the biggest challenge, what do you mean by that exactly?
I mean, I'm not getting these high ticket clients right now.
Marketing, and you're not getting these high quality clients right now. Got it. Makes sense, man. And how long has this been a challenge for you?
It's, it's been about like what, 6 months? Yeah.
6 months. I'm just curious to know what's the worst part about not being able to get these high quality clients on a consistent basis for your business?
I have to talk to these crappy people all day who don't even have money to be able to pay me a premium.
And how does that make you feel?
Not good.
Got it, man. So, Atul, what are we currently doing in order to, generate these leads of ours? Like, what is our current marketing process like?
Right now, I'm getting clients via references and my personal network. Plus, I
Now, the difference over here, or, the difference between role play number one and role play number two is over here, Atul just gave me the problem straight away, right? And marketing seems to be a legit problem, right? So what I'm doing is, if you would notice, now a lot of salespeople, what they will do is, oh, marketing is the biggest problem. Okay, tell me what's really happening. Are you doing Google ads? Are you doing Facebook ads? Are you doing banner ads, etc.? Now, in my case, right, I don't just go and start understanding about the marketing process immediately because that is not fun. What I want to do is, why would you say marketing is your favorite fun? How long have you been suffering from this issue of marketing? And what's the worst part about, suffering from this issue where you're not able to attack these high quality leads, right? And how does that make you feel? These are some powerful questions that you can definitely ask the prospects in order to really get into the depth of the pain. Okay? There are two things, right? When you're doing like pain extraction, and that is like, I think, you know what, like this seems to be the ideal title for this kind of like research and pain extraction. That's a good title. Let me know in the comments below if you could come up with a better title. Right. So yeah, like the problem over here is marketing, right? Now in this case, I wasn't given the problem directly, so I had to first dive deeper into understanding what the real problem is, and then I could have done that. What's the worst part about not having the right kind of client fulfillment system or sales process or whatever. In this case, this person like immediately gave me the problem, so I can just like dive deeper into understanding the specifics of this, task, right?
also tried some LinkedIn outreach.
How did that go?
Not to, yeah, not bad. I mean, I got like 2, 3 calls.
Well, if you could improve anything about that LinkedIn outreach, what do you think it could be?
Hmm. There is nothing much to improve. Maybe I can, like improve my messaging, the way I message to all of these people, the way I, like send mails and all these things to these people on LinkedIn. Maybe that could be improved. Other than that, I mean, yeah, there's nothing to improve there as such.
Got it. So would you say you're satisfied by generating 2 inquiries on its own from LinkedIn?
No,
Over here, you would notice that when I'm like trying to do that follow pain extraction, Abdul kind of gave me a nonchalant reply. He's like, well, other than just like the mails and stuff, I can make some tweaks to my LinkedIn messaging. There's nothing wrong or nothing more to be improved, right? So then immediately my follow-up question is, well, you think 2 inquiries, I don't know, in a month or whatever, is that sufficient? Is it? Right. So we're kind of like creating this doubt as well in his head. Because if I got like a very casual response from him, if it would have been serious, I would have probably not done that.
I'm not. That's why I'm on this call.
So you do see that there could be more things than just the messaging and the email that could be potentially used to improve the number of calls that we are getting on that platform. Would you agree?
Maybe I'm not sure.
Got it. Makes sense, man. Well, that's why we are on this call, right? So just so that I'm clear, references is one channel that of course we are using, and LinkedIn outbound is something which you agreed with me right now could be potentially improved if given a chance, right? So Atul, let's talk about your last 30 days stats specifically, right? So um, How many calls were booked in total from both of these channels, references and LinkedIn?
Mm, from references, I got around 5, 6, leads.
The total 8, considering we got 2 from LinkedIn as well.
Yeah.
Got it. And how many of them showed up actually?
Yeah, from referrals, all of them actually.
And from the LinkedIn?
Yeah, those were the calls booked, right? So 2, 3 people, show up was 100%. All of
What detailed my note taking is, I'm correcting him and I'm doing the addition, subtraction for him. This is called like being really present on a sales call.
them were
All right,
like
got it, man.
calls.
And I'm assuming you made an offer to all of them?
Yeah.
Got it. And how many clients did you end up closing?
Mm, from LinkedIn specifically, I closed one, right? Out of those three, I closed one, right? And from referrals, I was able to close two.
Got it. So it's basically a 25% conversion rate, right?
Right.
What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it could be improved.
Got it. And why would you say that though?
Right.
See, so that's like another area, right? So now a big thing or the big lesson that you can learn from here is uh, Upper told me that his problem was marketing, but I'm still diving deeper. I'm still diving deeper because I'm just like trying to explore. And like when he told me about his conversion rate, I just like asked him for his thoughts on that. What are his thoughts on this? And he said it could be improved. Right? And then my question was why? Very very hard, right? And that's when like we started laughing because he knows like I'm broken, right? So I was able to identify a second problem. This was like he needs help with sales, right? So yeah, like these are the two growth ways I want to like show you, right? So that you can get like proper understanding when doing like pain extraction from your clients. I think like the you know biggest takeaway that I can tell you is notes, hit them aggressively, right? Don't be afraid to go deeper into understanding problems when you find it. What else? When you do find the problem, ask you, is that problem? You can kind of like apply this for your. It doesn't matter like whatever you're doing. Maybe if you're doing like dating or you're dating coach, right? You just like ask them how by not being able to get the sufficient amount of dates, or how by not being able to find your ideal partner, how that impacting you specifically. If you're doing health, how by not losing this weight and being able to attend that party that you always wanted to, and by not being confident in yourself, how's that affecting other areas of your life? What's exactly happening? What's the worst part about this? Right? These are things you should do, right? Understand there could be more than one issue that the prospect might be facing. And don't be afraid to find. Like in this case, for example, we identified other than marketing, sales is important, and in role play number one, we were able to identify that client fulfillment, hiring, team management, and sales problems are like we were able to come up with key problems, whereas others were just like, oh, time is not a problem, right? So that being said, I hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, or support the algorithm, and hopefully more and more people will be able to watch videos like such. All right. Thank you so much for coming over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.